So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Flashes it across. Messi. Figo.
Pretty robust defending.
Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Messi. Now it's Yamal. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. The referee's come over. It's a red card. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious. Israel already a man down in these early stages. That has left the boss thinking about what harm it has done to their chances. Lahm. Here's Haaland. Spread out to the left. Hazard. Now here's the delivery. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Israel with the corner. They're first. They've played it short. Oh, important interception. And now they can spring out of defence. Desai touches it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
And the finish! Costa Curta. Hazard can so cleverly bypass the press. Cannavaro. Oh, that's nice. And it's Messi. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Israel have their second corner now. Hazard with the short one. And that is masterful defending. Santos are looking to go forward now. Figo. Haaland, very much a man of this moment. Nice sequence of passes this. Well read, and the danger is averted. Lahm. Filippo Inzaghi. Great ball if he can get there. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Santos clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rice. Bellingham. Chouameni. And it's Chouameni. And Yamal. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And here's Inzaghi. Steaming on goal. Oh, shooting chance! And that was struck with genuine force.
Bellingham clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Bellingham, tantalisingly brilliant, at times unstoppable. Rice. He's looking wide. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Costa Curta. And it's Bellingham. He's found a way through. Out of play for a goal kick. Figo. Messi is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Figo. Looking for a runner.
He'd be disappointed with that.
Messi. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham plays it in. And that is expertly dealt with. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Hazard. Ibrahimovic. And he was quick to react.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Figo.
There will be 1 minute at
And
a
it's
time.
Ibrahimovic. And no, that was never going to make it. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, we've seen at times it can be harder to play against 10, and that seems to be holding true so far. Something I've experienced in the past, and with this sort of intensity and fearlessness, who knows, they might just get something they want.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Israel have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Now it's Figo. He's got away. And it's Messi. Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lam is looking to influence the game from out wide. Passing is crisp and sharp. That is good strength. Tries one from range. And that is wildly off target.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Rice, Chouameni looking to pass their way up the pitch. Hazard, he's shifting through the gears here.
Hazard clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
It's a goal kick. Thuram plays it forward. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Figo. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's going wide left. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Pinches it off him. Ibrahimovic. He's got plenty of space out wide here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Irwin, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Cannavaro. Played into space. Hazard providing an outlet on that flank. Figo. Messi. Now it's Hazard.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Irwin. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Messi. He's the return pass. And this is Inzaghi. Yamal. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. And he lines up a cross. Chance, surely! And he's stuck it away. And late in the day, a telling moment.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Substitution for Israel, number 14, Ibrahimovic.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Figo.
Santos have broken through. It's 1-0.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from some...
Oh, good effort!
Number 15.
He will be livid with himself.
Number 13, Yamal. Number 9, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 6, Iniesta. Number 8, Bellingham.
Time is running out here.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Just 5 minutes left.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
That's a throw. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get free. And it's played in.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Tries to play it through. 2 minutes to be added on. And this is Inzaghi. Now it's Hazard. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And that is that. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add, and it continues to hold its place in the modern...
He's gone for goal! Real chance! It's bounced back off the post. And that was struck with genuine force.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Now it's Pele. He's well positioned here. And that is a little undercooked. Aubameyang. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And he cuts out the supply. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Peter. It's his pace that's his main attribute, especially over those first few yards, where he just seems to glide away from defenders, gets himself into great positions, and likes to hit it hard and nice and early. That's a horrible combination for any defence that's trying to deal with...
Takes a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Cannavaro. So it is still 0-0. And it's Cannavaro. Cannavaro. It's Pedri. Now it's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Lam. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Thuram. It's a promising position. Hazard! And again, he is at his elastic best.
Hazard really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
They've played it short. And this is Messi. Shoots! Again, a brilliant save.
Messi really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
Desai gets a foot in here. He's shifting through the gears here. Aubameyang. Oh, there's the header! Figo. Now it's Haaland. He's in a great position here. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Van Bommel.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he's picked out the run. He's had a shot! Goal! Portugal! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Big chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Israel really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Space. Desai producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Hazard. And here's Hart. Tries one from range. It's Figo! Wide, but only just.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Pedri.
Israel truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Played out wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Neymar, a man we've all come to watch. Pele. Gerrard. Pedri. Nicely weighted ball.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Hazard proves too strong. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Played in by Gerrard. Gets his head on it! It's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Portugal and the volley. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Hazard actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And this is Messi. And the finish! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. Israel were so close to ending that half in the perfect fashion, but it just wasn't to be in the end.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive.
Chance! Figo. That is ended up in no man's land. He's a sharp little ball here. Chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Lam. And it's Figo. Oh, Aubameyang! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. They played right into his path.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
That's going wide left. Hazard, he leaps for it! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Now it's Pelé. Pelé making good progress on the right-hand side. Thuram. Haaland looking for the run. Pinches it off him. Timber. Aubameyang is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Pass somewhat off target. Gerrard is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's Figo. Figo going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, that's nice. And the shot! And a neat finish! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Now there's... And Aubameyang! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Neymar goes short. Flash, terrific effort! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
And it's made its way to him. Can he get it through? Back when it goes. There's the shot! Davids. Cannavaro cuts it out. And here's Neymar. And here's Aubameyang. And it's Gerrard. That's an excellent interception. Now it's Haaland. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
Figo. Rui Costa. Now it's Aubameyang. That ball looks a good one. Desai wins the duel this time. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Pele. And here's Aubameyang. And he's in on Neymar! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Into the last 5 minutes. Pele can see things others simply cannot. Now it's Gerrard. Now it's Neymar. Drive. Oh, shooting chance! And no mistake. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Portugal palpably stronger, better, superior. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. He has found the way through. Look at the... And he shoots! And yes, it's there! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
And it didn't take him long. Figo concedes a free kick for that. And he's going to have his name taken.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 11, Neymar. Sai e vai entrar para o seu lugar com número 30.
So that's it. It is all over. Israel have very little in the way of excuses here. Simply having no... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. Goes for a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Owen actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And it's been taken short. Now it's Bergkamp. And he's gone backward here. Hoisted it. Header! It's loose, and there's a race for the... In he goes again! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he was quick to react.
Well, Peter, there's a player out there who'll have more touches than anyone else, I'd expect, and it's Deco, a man who wants to be at the hub of every move his team makes.
He leaps for it! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Certain, searing, and imperious.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Looking for the run. Oh, he's found support out wide. Backhand! Same again, same outcome.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And he can clear it away. Pass is just off target. Taken back almost at once. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Towering header! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Davids, Israel leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Swung over. Now it's Figo. Quarter of an hour played. Now it's Haaland. Spread out to the left. Nicely weighted ball. Lahm cuts out the pass. Haaland. Over to the right flank. Figo. He has found the way through. Terrific effort! And he hits the net. And they're threatening to fly away here. A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Barcelona couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. And it's Messi. Davids. And here's Haaland. Haaland! Oh, belter! He's got himself an absolute peach. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
A case now of complete control.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Israel have hit a quick-fire double here. Can he get on the end of this? Deco. That's really well manoeuvred. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's found the way through. Now the delivery. Davids. Azar. Spread to the right. Figo. Lahm. Davids is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's being shifted off it. Zanetti did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Lahm did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Hazard, 2 assists to his credit already. And it's Figo. Bergkamp. Owen tries to pass it through. He's in plenty of space here. Hazard. Messi. That's a lovely, neat pass. But that has not gone well. Zanetti. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Yamal. Threads one in. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And he should have made it 4.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
it's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Israel producing a nigh-on perfect 45 minutes. It's 3-0. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Deco. And it's Bergkamp. And Yamal. Hazard. Yamal. Ibrahimovic with 2 goals already to his name. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Yamal picks it up out wide. It's a pretty loose pass. Aims beyond the defence. And a chance! Messi. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
That was lovely, that.
Nicked it back promptly. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Lahm, a player who needs no introduction. Figo, lovely bit of skill. Figo, upright and purposeful. It's Hazard! This game already looks like a fait accompli. Ronaldinho is in a really good position out wide. Ibrahimovic. This looks promising. Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, played through for the wide man. He's picked his way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's shifting through the gears here. Figo delivers with whip. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Owen. Kimmich. A probing pass. Floated through. Buffon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Figo. Lahm. Davids. That is ended up in no man's land. Zanetti. Ibrahimovic! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Hazard plays it short. Forced to go back. It's Figo! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Israel have their second corner now.
Será reemplazado por el dorsal 10.
Hazard goes
Messi.
short. And the shot! Deftly away. Ibrahimovic being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Bergkamp. Now that looks a decent ball. And it's Bergkamp. No, again there's no way through. It's a really well-measured ball. Can he get it through? Pau Kubasi promptly onto that, and that is that. Bergkamp, distributed tidily. Messi. Hazard. Bergkamp. Davids. Now it's Haaland. And it's Messi. Now, can they get him away? And he's picked it up out wide. In by Bergkamp. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
En el Barcelona. El dorsal 2.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. This is a promising build-up. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Not the most accurate pass. Roberto Carlos. And it's McAllister. Yamal. Bale. Rice. Shifted it to the flank. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Iniesta. Bale!
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Zanetti. 2 minutes to be added on. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Israel can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to it. Little doubt, that is a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Decent hit from there.
We all love a trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
No, that's been intercepted. Well, the idea was a good one, The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He has found the way through. He's taking on the lot of them. That'll be a corner. They've played it short. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's been taken short. Israel are looking to go forward now. No, there's no going past him this time. Vinicius Junior has the space to scheme. Cross needs to be... And a header! Goal! Flamingo! And there is your opener. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So, a breakthrough already. Shifted it to the flank. Vinicius Junior has it out wide and in space. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That has been slung wide.
Israel really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now.
Here's a chance! Kimmich. Aim forwards. Figo.
Oh, great feat, that.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Gets his head on it! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Nuno Mendes is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. It's a good run down the right. Cannavaro does really well to win the ball there. Baresi. And it's Kimmich. Can he latch on to this? They've got a corner here. Messi with the short one. Chance for a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Buffon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Israel have the chance to go the other way. Olise. Olise! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Olise can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
He's having a pop! Now, who's going to be first to this? And they've got rid. Olise chasing after it. Kimmich. Well read, nice interception.
Israel certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Now it's Shevchenko. it's Ibrahimovic.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Great vision. Oh, super find. Good read, needed to be. Driving forward. Now it's Haaland.
Has been indicated.
That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Figo. Good take, and is he in?
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Israel trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, that's fabulous. Deftly away. Yamal looking to add to his goal. Kimmich aimed beyond the defence. He's found a way through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Yamal. And that's another good win of the ball. Olise. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Messi. Haaland tries a shot! Well, now it's a race. Oh, shooting chance! And that is wildly off target.
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep his composure in the end.
Still chasing the game, trailing by one. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Vinicius Junior has created one goal already. He is through here. Can he get it through? It's a promising position. Terrific effort! And he hits the net. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement. And what...
Oh, he's having a go! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
I don't think anyone's really surprised that he's tried that, Peter. He's certainly confident in smacking one from range.
Vinicius Junior. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Shevchenko. Figo. Looking to play him in. That has ended up in no man's land. A probing pass. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Played up towards the front line. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
That's good play from him.
Can he finish? And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Flamengo can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Knocks it into space. And Shevchenko!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just...
Ibrahimovic! Palmer. He's shifting through the gears here. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Kimmich, looking for options for movement. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And it's Thuram. He's having a hit! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
Ah, he's fizzed it forward. Vinicius Junior is herring after that one. Vinicius Junior in acres of space out wide. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Ibrahimovic. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Mohamed Salah. Messi is the team's great visionary. Over to the right flank. He's having a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Substitution for Israel. Number 14.
Israel have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. Flamengo find a position of real strength now. Ødegaard wins the duel this time.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Number 6.
Now, can they get him away? Palmer receives it in a wide position. Davids did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's been cut out, well played. That's the throw. Davids. Iniesta. Bellingham picks it up out wide. That is lovely. Quick look, then plays it in. He won't be happy with that one. He's had a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Baresi, the man that is tenacity personified. Mohamed Salah. Desai demonstrating his defensive quality there. And that's definitely not his best. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Israel cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So things are underway.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Big chance! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And this is Aguero. That's good defending, very good defending. No foul, says the referee. Israel are looking to break at pace. Hazard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Haaland goes looking wide. He's having a hit! Gave it a go, but off target.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
And he's only too happy to take that back. Played into space. Quarter of an hour played. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Batistuta. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Figo.
Oh, really well played.
He's found a way through. Figo, terrific effort against the crossbar. Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
So it is still 0-0. Cannavaro is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending.
Argentina really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Figo carries the ball down the right. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that is a good challenge from him. And it's Thuram. He shifted it to the flank. And he's managed to get free. Aguero with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength, the sort of desire we hope will spread.
Beckenbauer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Davids surely had to know he had the support to his right, and if he didn't, he just needs to get his head up.
Davids has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Desai spread it left. Messi. And the shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. And we have our very first corner. Hazard goes short. Oh, that's neat. Elects to cross. And he's quick to get rid. Goes for a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Israel have their second corner now. Hazard with the short one. Forced to go back. Chance, surely! Goal, Israel! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
After 39 minutes is number 4, Davids. Davids. Davids.
Israel have taken the lead.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Cannavaro. Israel leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Searching pass he's played there. Buffon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Fernandez. And that brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Israel coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Israel just about ahead, 1-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
He has found the way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's Ibrahimovic! Fernandez.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Davids looking to add to his goal. Israel are still that goal to the good. Bellingham. Tries to thread one through. Lobbed in behind. Impressive jump! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Hazard, who is really short on confidence. He's picked his way through. Here comes the cross. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Haaland, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter.
Davids! Oh, off the bar! Fernandez.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Foot in. Haaland. Hazard. Goes for the shot! Fernandez. Now, what about a counter-attack? No, he's not going to get any further than that.
Fernandez.
Messi does well to get it back. And it's Azar. Ibrahimovic. Azar.
The specialist in tearing teams apart.
Defending was strong and firm. And he's gone searching crossfield. Now it's Figo. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's Batistuta. Just eases him off the ball. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It's a good run he's making out on the left. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Pinches it off him. Hazard getting forward. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
One-nil as we head towards the end. Well timed, excellent interception. Now he's off and running. Costa Curta. Beckenbauer. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Messi. Azar. Haaland. Ibrahimovic. Aguero. He is through here. Lahm does really well to win the ball there. Israel moments now away from seeing this one out. And it's Azar. Oh, that's nice. Hazard making good progress. Now the cross. Chance! Wonderful from Ibrahimovic! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Quite exquisite, brilliantly dispatched.
Well, he likes those, doesn't he? That's another one for his collection.
Argentina are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Israel have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Beckenbauer. And it's Rice. Batistuta.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. That is good alertness. And that's that. Israel are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Mbappe gets on his bike and on the move.
Good ball, good take. Now it's Olise. And it's made its way to him. Doué. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Oh, that's well spotted. Now, can they get him away? He's in a great position here. Looking for options for movement. And here's Olise. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he should have made them pay.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And here's Mbappe. Shevchenko. Chance! Goal! Mexico! And it's Mexico who take the lead.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Israel are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And here's Shevchenko. Haaland. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Mbappe. Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong. Figo, who can single-handedly make a difference. He's through here. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Messi. Figo. He's got away. Figo crosses.
Israel are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Koundé plays a sharp little ball here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Shevchenko really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Mexico have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Now it's Figo. Figo.
That was lovely, that.
Cannavaro. Lizarazu. Beckenbauer.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Olise. Azar. Haaland. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's found a way past, and he's managed to get free. Oh, he's got a takes a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Hazard plays it short. And this is Messi. And the finish! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. It's their second corner of the game. And this is Messi. Incoming. It's rising! Oh, crossbar! Mexico have the chance to go the other way. Pinches it off him. And there's the shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Israel truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Doué. Foot in. And he's been shifted off it. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some.
Too much on that, it's gone out. Figo. Haaland dominates aerially so often. And it's Messi. Nicely spread.
There will be one
Now it's
minute
Figo.
added time.
Oh, that's fabulous. Messi's cross. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And for the first half, that is that. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Israel go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
And please welcome our lads to the field. Substitution for Israel, number 14, Ibrahimovic.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
Erling Haaland.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Number 20, Johan Cruyff. Number 6,
Koundé
Iniesta. Number 8,
tidily. And here's Messi.
Number
He is
13,
through here.
Yamal.
Hangs in a cross.
Number 15, Bale.
Keeper gets his hands on it. Hops him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And there's his chance to lead the counter. He's on it, can he get away? That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Mbappe! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Doué, good driving run. Well read, and the danger is averted. Chance, surely! And it's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Mexico are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game.
He's having a shot! Olise goes short. Yamal does really well to win the ball there. Yamal. He has found a way through. No, again there's no way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
No, he wasn't going to let him past. Oh, played through for the wide man. Mbappe! Delivery of towering header! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Shevchenko actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
They've played it short. Now it's Messi. Rijkaard is onto this. And now they can spring out of defence. He's having a pop! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Messi stood up well to him there. Doué running with the ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Nicely weighted ball. Doué has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Now it's Shevchenko, and this is Messi.
Such good technique.
A lot of space ahead of him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Tries to play it through. Bale in acres of space out wide. Koundé did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, that's neat. Bellingham! And yes, it's there! It was bound to happen one way or another. He is just too good a player for it not to. You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely...
Shoots! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that? About as smooth as it gets. And that should do it. Within sight of the finish line. And that really is so impressive. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now. And surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Picked out brilliantly. Chance for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. That was easy. Almost too easy.
Yeah,
There's the shot! Now, oh, what has happened? In he goes again! And a header! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Mexico clearly now in lead preservation mode. Bellingham has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Bale. Now that's well seen too. Looking for the run. He's found a way through. There's a no-nonsense tackle. It's Bergkamp! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper. Schneider with the short one. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Good effort! It goes to show he is human after all. And he thumps it clear. And he's there to make the challenge. In towards the back stick. And it's claimed by the keeper. Thuram. Now it's Iniesta. 5 minutes to add. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And that will be the final act. Israel cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling